the YouTubes. All right, so we're going to build the watch list for tomorrow. Today, like I was saying, I was in a very pissy mood today. I'm going to try not to swear because I know children might be listening, right? So it's not professional for a trading company to be swearing. Although it is a stock market, right? Everybody sells the F-bomb and all that stuff. Oh, man, what a, that kind of day today. What the heck, man? I don't know. Today was one of those days, man. One of those days. I woke up this morning trying to trade, and then I freaking lost power, but it wasn't like really even my power. It was just my modem. So that shut down. And then freaking TD Ameritrade today, their whole freaking platform basically froze. Couldn't even get out into my orders with a market order. That was a bunch of bullshit, And then I'm saying, and I went on a little Twitter rant, which probably shouldn't have done, but I went on a little Twitter rant, basically on the phone for TD Ameritrade for about an hour. I said, can't you guys super unprofessional, post something on Twitter saying you're down. They can't even, they have a multi-billion-dollar company. They can't even freaking send out a tweet to people showing you care. Hey guys, sorry, we're having platform issues. We'll be up and running again. It's a freaking multi-billion-dollar company. They can't even send out a freaking tweet telling people, right? So, right, guys, we all understand we have outages. When we have an outage or our trade room's down, you know what we do? We send out a freaking email to our customers. Hey guys, so sorry, we're working on it. That's what you got to do. Things go down. They can't even send out a freaking tweet telling people that they're fixing it. It's such bullshit, So then that happened, and then I get some ass on Twitter trolling me saying that support and resistance doesn't work, and I'm like, this guy can't be serious. I said, is this guy a bot? He's commenting on a thread, basically saying like, he just buys on whatever. I'm like, this guy can't be true. And then can't be serious. He's like, oh, name 3 stocks. I'm like, this guy can't be. He wants me to name 3 stocks. I mean, anybody, even if I didn't know 3 stocks, I could Google 3 stocks, right? God, what an asshole this guy was. I was like, pissed me off. And then, then everything gets back up and running again. Then I go to place a trade again, which I knew I just shouldn't have done at the end of the day, but I was like, you know what? I got to get my momentum back. I placed a freaking trade, and my power went out again. I was like, son of a bitch. And then I logged into my phone. I was able to get out of the trade. Such a bunch of crap. Woof. Sorry, guys. I had to let that out. Oh, man. Well, maybe some good news here. We got to wait and see here. And then you have this shit stuff. Sorry, guys. You got this on the charts here. Like, what the hell is going on, man? You look at this. This is crazy day. Look at this. If I can zoom in, my mouse is not going to work, of course. Right here. You got this nasty looking, it's right at a critical level here. So remember I was showing you guys, hits resistance, angular resistance. By the way, guys, if my power goes out, just expect I'm going to get interrupted in this stream. So I would guarantee you the wind and the rain is going outside. I'll guarantee you this stream is going to get interrupted. Just to tick me off even more. So if I get interrupted, I'll probably try coming back. Who the heck knows? If not, I'll probably be in a bad mood and I won't. But anyways, I got this kind of like, it's like a hammer and inverted hammer. What a hanging man kind of right off. What a just a crazy looking pattern. It's like an evening star, but bouncing off the 5 SMA at angular resistance. Could go either way. Typically, let's look at the hourly actually. Let's see where it ended on the hourly. Well, it might be getting above the 50 SMA in the hourly. So then you just draw angular resistance like this. All right, we've been showing you guys. Might have a falling wedge, so we might, guys. Come on, do something here. Break out. Let's get this market going again. You can see a 920 crossover on the daily, which is nice. We might have some hope, guys. We might have some hope, potentially. If we can get this 9 EMA to catch up, give us a nice flag. Come on, let's screw the bears. I was bearish on a while because I was prideful and I wanted to tell people I told you so. Like I said, I told you all so this was going to happen. Now I want to say, screw the bears. Let's break out. Let's V-bottom this. I don't care. Print money. Whatever the hell you got to do, Trump. Whatever you do. Print this on the way out. Leave the bill with you-know-who. Change the system. Oh, boy. I better quit while I'm my head right now. All right. Let's build the watch list for tomorrow. Let's start with... Yeah, let's actually start with some large caps. We'll start with large cap first, and then we'll do the small caps. Let's see here. Hold on. All right. Yes, someone actually just posted on our Twitter, rising wedge. Yes, this is a rising wedge. Yeah. Right near resistance. Good eye. Glad you guys are seeing it right here. Big Beat stamp. Hey, is that Big Beat? What's up, Big Beat? Big Beat's the man. You should be on doing this. Is this Big Beat from Benzinga? Steve? I should have you being doing this one. All right. This asshole, this guy on freaking, sorry guys, I'm sorry. This ass was freaking calling us, never mind. Just, I'm not going to let it go. Look at that. Inverse Head and Shoulders breakout on Netflix. Cup, handle, inverse head and shoulders, V bottom breakout. Let's see right here. Normally, if it's at all-time, let's see where that puts us in the past. Right over here. Might have some potential room to continue up. We'll have to say. Let's say. Maybe if the retest holds on Netflix, it might have a chance to go up. I might put that on one to address. Might come back. Yeah, I got triggered. I got so triggered today. So this guy, like support and resistance doesn't work, and you just whatever. That's hocus pocus. That's a bunch of bullshit. I've been showing you guys. Of course, this stuff works. It's ridiculous. Patterns fail all the time, but support and resistance works. Jeez. Oh, let the rip. Yeah, with the rad cup. Right here. Cheers, guys. It's water though. I like I said, I couldn't do it. I would if I was drinking alcohol in there, it would be all dry throat. I can't do it. So we may put Netflix on. I'll readdress it. AMD's popping. So there's a potential, right? There's a gap right there in the daily. Inverse head and shoulders is a gap. That I like. I like to see that. Could turn into another head and left shoulder and right shoulder. So you could have a, guys, patterns, right? You zoom in here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline, inverse head and shoulders. Head, left shoulder, actually kind of a right shoulder here now. If it fills this gap and fails, then you could have a head and shoulders. So you could have a head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders. What's it going to do? Well, very interesting. Let's see if it fills the gap. Let's look at the hourly. Yeah, it's a little bit overextended, but I like the look of this one. I'm actually going to probably put AMD on. I like it because of the gap. But again, very important, guys. If it fills that gap, you got to get that thing. It's got to move up. It's got to get above. Otherwise, you have a nasty looking head and shoulders again. And again, if you look, guys, we're talking about patterns, right? If you're looking at the patterns, we've got for crying out loud. Dan, that frickin' thing didn't work today. We updated my drivers for my video card. That didn't want to work today. So I'm still getting the frickin' moving mouse of my screen. You guys kind of see that, right? So now you have that kind of that rising wedge. Goes right back to this valley, straight out. It's breaking out of this rising wedge. So you had a rising wedge breakout, inverse head and shoulders, head, left shoulder. Got to watch and see what happens here. Could form a right shoulder and fail, but that gap. I'm going on a bet that thing might move and fill that gap. Roku, I think I had that one on our watch list. Let me see. Did I have that on? I think I had that one going on our watch list into today. Let me see. Let me see if I did. Yep, Roku, at or above 92.45. Inverse head and shoulders on 1 hour. Watch if price can break neckline just above 94-ish. Why did I say that? When you go back over here, inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And it went up to 96.69 today. So, guys, pay attention to our alerts. I had it at or above 92.45. It got up to 96.69 today. 96.50, whatever, 96 something up there, 80s. That was a nice move up. So that was a good one. Ah, dang it. I had... Son of a gun. See, this is, guys, you got to pay attention. It's freaking TD again. They piss me off. I do these alerts, and I put it at or above. It put on our watch list at or below. I hate when it freaking moves on me. Because that one I had inverse head and shoulders on 1 hour. Watch for resistance between 158 to 164-ish. And I meant to have at or above 151.84, not at or below. Freaking TD. That's why I watched the notes. Well, actually, I may have been right. Indirectly, that's not what I wanted it to do. So I think it actually did what I didn't want it to do. I thought it was going to continue up. I was saying up here. So I'll actually end up being right, but I'm not going to take credit for it. BA actually fell. I don't think I had. Today's a wacky day, guys. Man, my brain is fried. All right. Anyone else get caught in the TD baloney today? Walmart, no. INTC. Get a green screen? Yeah, I should. Bought calls on Netflix after seeing that breakout for fun. You'll never believe it. Haha, just kidding. No, guys, truly I would. I would tell you if I was... I might go get a beer right now. I can't do a beer or something right now because that'll make my throat real dry, but I don't care. I'll drink on it. And I'm in the mood to drink right now. Jeez. All right, inverse head and shoulders. Intel, right there. Left shoulder, head. Right shoulder was here. Moving up here. Here we go, baby. This one might be a good one right here. Look at this right here. Kind of. Let's go to an hour. So sometimes, guys, if you want to get... Actually, that's not a bad look right there. And then you can zoom in on the hourly and get a better shot at it right in here, too. Falling kind of wedge. Or a bull flag, falling wedge. This one might be looking to break out. Intel. Well, Intel, AMD, that makes sense. Dan, you got to help me out, bro. I'm sorry. This freaking... I don't know why I can't zoom in and out anymore well with my mouse. This is just such a pain in the ass. Right here. So you have kind of this right here. So you guys see... Find the channels, guys, right? So 920 crossover, kind of a flag right here off the 50 SMA. If this thing breaks out... Look and see if it continues up in this channel. Resistance up in this area and up in here. Inverse head and shoulders. We're definitely going to put that one on there. I don't know if I might keep Netflix on. I'm not sure. Sometimes when I zoom, I can't see the candlesticks behind you. Why I mentioned get a green screen. What do you mean? Oh, huh? Get a green screen, Lucien. Oh, guys, I don't know. You got to talk to Dan about. I don't know how to do. I'm terrible with technology. Nvidia too. Another similar play is right there is Intel. Same thing. Nvidia and AMD pretty much run together in their patterns right here. Another kind of inverse head and shoulders. Kind of a symmetrical triangle. Watch and see if this will break out. Moving up on the hourly right there. Some resistance. Kind of head, left shoulder, right shoulder, head and shoulders. Well, guys, maybe we'll get some, maybe this thing will finally... Come on, Trump. Put some, inject, I don't care. Say what you want, guys. I don't care, all the haters out there, whatever you want to say. Pump that fake money in the market. They were doing it for 8 or 10 years. Pump it in the market. Pump it. Pump it up. Pump it. Fake money. Leave the bag. Change the system. You guys know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. I've been talking to you guys for months about it. Leave the bag holders. Use the Fed. Leave the bill. Change it up. Could you imagine if all the people, like I said, I haven't told you if I love or hate Trump. Maybe I'm neutral. Maybe I love him. Maybe I don't. Could you imagine if all the Trump haters, people that hate Trump, could you imagine if he printed the way out, stock market goes to all-time highs again before the election, Corona goes away? Could you imagine how pissed off people would be at... I can't even imagine. That would be amazing. Not saying I like Trump. I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying that would create some crazy controversy. Adobe. We're going to put Adobe on. I think I'm going to remove NVIDIA. Put Adobe instead. Maybe Netflix. Let's do the... I'm going to do the alerts for these right now. Correct. You can make money regardless of whoever's in power. For sure. I'm referring to people's 401ks at this point. This, you know what, guys? I don't care. This is what, you know what pissed me off today? I'm going to show you what pissed me off. This pisses me off. I'm going to go on a rant. If somebody doesn't like it, I really don't care. Because this really pisses me off. Let me show you this. This triggered me after all that crap. After all that crap... Yeah, I have a problem with freaking TD Ameritrade. You know what I have a problem with? After all the bullshit they put people through and all these brokerage accounts, you know what triggered me today? This freaking pinned tweet. Market volatility has led to longer than expected phone wait times. Learn about our COVID-19 response, including branch closings, FAQs on ways you can self-service, and a message from our CEO. If you have children around, I'll give you 5 seconds to mute it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This tweet is complete bullshit. What a bullshit tweet. The market volatility, you know why people are calling to your customer service? Because you put and let people stay their 401ks at tops in aggressive funds. What I've been telling you guys for months. You want to know who I've been pissed off at for months? It's been TD Ameritrade. You know, I haven't said anything, but I see this tweet and it's a bunch of bullshit. They're getting longer hold times because their reps on the phone can't read a friggin' stock chart. They put people's 401ks in aggressive funds and people panic because they lost 30% of their funds because they didn't take care of their customers. And then they have some learn about our COVID-19 response times. You have COVID-19 response times because you suck and you leave people in aggressive funds at tops. They lose their 401ks because you can't read a friggin' stock chart. That's why they're calling you. It's not because of COVID. It's because your reps suck and don't know how to read a freaking stock chart. That pissed me off today. I've been nice about it. But yeah, it's about TD. I'll guarantee you E-Trade and Fidelity, they're all probably doing the same bullshit too. This is what pisses me off. And you can't send, here's their last tweet. Where's their tweet today about the bullshit that happened on their platform? I don't see one, right? Send a tweet out to your customers. Sorry, guys, our thing's down. We're going to help you out. Bunch of horseshit, these people. All the time. Sitting and then someone's going to troll me today saying stock charts don't work. Bullshit. The reason why TD Ameritrade and all these companies are getting long hold times is because, first of all, Charles Schwab bought them out and they suck now and think or swim. I love Thinkorswim. I don't want to leave them now. I got to think about leaving Thinkorswim because their platform sucks now. It goes down every week and they can't do nothing to fix it. Fuck. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is piss me off today with them. And then I got to see that stupid tweet. It's horseshit. Guys, this is the game. This is the game right here. This is the game I keep telling you over and over and over for the past few months. Over and over and over and over. This is why right here I've been bringing everybody's attention to this friggin' candle now for months. Months. Right here. This friggin' candle right here. There. Your shooting star candle. You know why you're getting all the calls TD Ameritrade and any other big brokerage account? Because you can't. Your reps are too stupid enough, or you're not training them enough to show them that's a shooting star candle and their account's going to blow up. You have long hold times because you didn't protect your customers. And then when your platform goes down, you can't send a friggin' tweet out saying, hey, we care about you guys. We'll get it back up and running again. Such bullshit. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. Whew. I'm fired up, guys. I'm sorry. That really, these guys. And then I get some stupid ass response of, here was the response back. We are so sorry for the delay. We did have an issue with Thinkorswim, which looks to be resolved. Please try logging in again. If you still have trouble, TD Ameritrade does a workaround for equities and equity options. Send a freaking tweet out, you multi-billion-dollar corporation. Here it is, right here. Tweet, hey, we care about you. Here it is. We're working on the resolve. It's ridiculous. Unbelievable. I get mad at this, guys, because we sit here and we bust our asses trying to help people every freaking day, warning them and all this. And then you see these multi-billion-dollar corporations acting stupid. They act stupid. They don't give a shit about their customers. They act like they do. They care about it when they make the money. Why don't they protect their customers up here? Because they make more money on that shit. They make the money. They let it drop. They don't give a shit about their customers. And then they're like used car salesmen saying, don't worry, the market's going to go back up again. It's a game, guys. Pay a freaking attention. We're trying every freaking day. Every day to try and help. Every day. These charts matter. They matter. And people are getting screwed. Absolutely screwed when this stuff happens. And it's the game. Learn the game. Learn this stuff yourself. This is why we're teaching you over and over these patterns. So that you don't get burned by some stupid reps on the phone that don't know what they're doing. I don't blame them. That's their job. They're trained that way. I blame the people up top that know what a chart looks like. Don't tell me JP Morgan, JP Diamond doesn't know how to read a friggin' stock chart when he's saying back in December, buy stocks, short gold in 2020. I called his ass out in December saying this is a bunch of crap. And now what's he saying now? We're going to go into a recession in 2020. Now, crazy wow, we got the market rising up again. Such horseshit, man. Unbelievable. I don't even know if I could put this recording up later. I don't know. You guys feeling me on this one? I don't know. Maybe I want to cry or something right now. I don't know. Maybe I should cry. I mean, all right. 52.85. That's what happens with TD. I hate when it does that. Inverse head and shoulders on daily. Watch if price moves up to fill gap around 52.85. That was a rant, guys. It is what it is. I knew that was building. I didn't think that was going to come on a stream, but I have to. I apologize, Jesus. Sorry for swearing. It's the day after Easter. He knows I get pissed off. I can't deal with this horse. I get so mad because people are getting destroyed right now. They're at panic, sitting at home, worrying about they're going to die. You can't hug your loved ones. You can't do any shit. They tell you like you act like you're a freaking time bomb when you walk out there. They give you that bullshit saying that the masks don't work a few months ago. I knew they worked. I knew when it started that they worked. That's why I got my N95 mask. You could watch me joking around saying, could I work? Should I wear it? Should I not wear it? I started wearing it. I'm not giving my N95 mask out and let me go and get killed and let my family get killed because you lied. They freaking lied. And now you want my mask back. Now everybody should wear a mask. Do you guys see the bullshit? It's the same thing as a stock market. Buy stocks, short gold in 2020, says JP Morgan's JP Diamond. That was a bunch of horseshit. Why would they tell you to do that when the market's at all-time highs going into 2020 in an election year where everybody on both sides, regardless, doesn't matter what I think or not, they all hate Trump. They want him out of office, right? So now they're telling you to buy stocks at all-time highs. Why the hell would you ever do that? Now we're going to the recession. It's crazy. Do you guys see the game? Over and over and over. This shit happens all the time. Learn the game. How you learn the game? Learn the charts. That's how you defeat the game. You learn the charts and you manage your risk. And stop listening to people that take your money. Damn. All right. $60 to $61. Quarantine, it's a heck of a drug. Inverse head and shoulders on daily. Watch for potential breakout with resistance between $60 to $61. And do I want to do Adobe or Netflix? What do you guys think? Should I do Adobe? That chart looks kind of choppy too, though. This one may be setting up. That's a nice kind of flag. It's still trading sideways. I don't know, Adobe or Netflix. What do you guys think? You guys choose. I don't know which one right now. I can't think straight. Adobe or Netflix. Ooh, that looks nice on the weekly, huh? Adobe, Netflix, Adobe. I like the smaller candle with Adobe. Yeah, I'm just going to put Adobe on. Netflix, if you guys are watching, is also might be a decent one. Some resistance right around 328. Let's see. Connect the peaks and the valleys, guys. Ask JP Diamond. What's the hell his name? Ask Jamie Dimon to teach you this stuff. Call up JP Morgan and say, hey, can you tell me what the stock chart is? Guys, you know what? Do this. Whoever you guys have your 401k with right now, call them up tomorrow and say, hey, can you explain this chart of the SPY to me? Call them up. Ask, like I've been saying, call them up. Cat's out of the bag now. TD pissed me off today. Now I'm calling them out. They were the ones I had problems with in the past. I called them definitely twice. The third time, they were the ones where you have, if you're with TD in a 401k and you got to do everything with the phone, now they're going to supposedly put the buttons back up again after I got upset with them. I'm like, why can't you just manage it with the frickin' buttons? Anyways, problems in the past, several times calling TD Ameritrade. hey, can you move me from risky to safe funds? Threatening to cancel my 401k or my IRA every time I did that. Why would you threaten to cancel my IRA going cash? Guys, why can't you go cash sometimes? With stocks, if you're buying Adobe, do you always have to be in Adobe? Do you always have to be in Facebook? Do you always have to be in Netflix or Google or a penny stock? Or are there times that you could be in cash? Protect your position. Buy low, sell high. You wouldn't buy Adobe way the hell out here. You watch for pullbacks. This chart's terrible, but you get what I'm saying, right? So why won't your advisor, or why would you call it? Why would you threaten to cancel my account, TD Ameritrade, 3 times because I wanted to go cash at tops of markets, like way out here? Why the hell would I have my entire IRA or whatever way out here? Why would you do that? Because you're either one, you don't know stock charts, and that's terrible enough, right? Or 2, you know it and you want to take my money and then give me some bullshit lie that the stock market's going to go back up again. It will someday. Who knows when? Why would you threaten to cancel my account, TD Ameritrade, when I go to cash? Ask the questions. You'd be surprised. Maybe your financial advisor that doesn't work for TD Ameritrade or Fidelity and those, maybe they have a private equity fund. Maybe they're a private hedge fund. Maybe they don't know it. Could you imagine that if there's private funds that do multi-billions or multi-millions of dollars a year? Could you imagine if they don't know how to read a stock chart? That'd be pretty bad, wouldn't it? Ask the question. Ask your advisor if they know how to read a stock chart. Meanwhile, you're going to troll my ass today on Twitter saying this shit doesn't work. That's a bunch of bullshit. Meanwhile, this is the guy that runs a freaking he runs a website and designing Wix websites. Asshole. Can't even read a stock chart. Guy tells me name 3 stocks. You're an idiot. I said, go to my website. Yeah, our website does kind of suck. I'm not a web designer. We try to do it all ourselves. But you know what? We get tons of people to our website. We bust our ass. We help people. Meanwhile, you're telling me you're going to buy a stock on a hunch. Ask the guy, tell me what this right here. He's pumping up Wix to me. Pumping up Wix's stock. Maybe Wix is a good stock. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I don't know the fundamentals of it. All I know is Wix is caught in a high wave candle. I said, you love Wix so much. Tell me where to buy Wix. Tell me where to sell Wix. He's like, oh, I don't even need to say that because it's a $400 stock. Well, it's a freaking $120 right now. When's it going to go to $400? Tell me where to buy. Tell me where to sell. I'm not telling you Wix is a bad stock. Maybe it's a great stock. I don't know. All I know is the chart sucks. Why would I tell? I'm not going to tell somebody to buy in a high wave candle at resistance at a 50 SMA and a possible reversal. This may go to $400 50 years from now, 5 years from now, 5 days from now, but the highest it's ever been is $156, I think, let's say. Yeah, $156. Meanwhile, this asshole is telling me to think it's going to go $400. Trolling me when I'm sitting there trying to help people, saying, show me where to buy and where to sell. Because I have a trading company name to me, you say it's a bunch of hocus pocus, that kind of bullshit. Meanwhile, you're going to put your life savings in with a TD Ameritrade or a Fidelity or whatever, and you're going to listen to their bullshit when the market drops 30%, that you're going to go and get your money back again. Great. You guys feeling me? And then Dan's right. He says, don't feed the trolls. Don't feed the trolls. And I get it. You're not supposed to feed the trolls. But sometimes trolls are assholes. And I'm not going to let them take on whatever. Like the same troll that says, I have, Rose has more professionalism or pinky than I do in my whole body. He's right. But then you're going to listen to my rants you're listening to my videos trying to troll me. Whatever. My take on SPY. Oh boy. I don't know if I'm ever going to finish this watch list today. I will get to SPY. Let me try to at least finish the freaking large cap one today. Here we go. See, I like these candles, guys. I like these little ones right here because if this gets a little pop, that might be nice. Right around that 328. Watch if price continues off angular support with resistance around $328. See this, guys? Call up TD Ameritrade now. Ask them to tell you what I just said. Explain what I just said. Angular support. What is angular support? Right up here. Connect some peaks and valleys. Maybe you want to connect it out over here as well. You know, maybe right out in here. Right in here, or, you know, right up in here. Bottom line, buyers are holding support. I don't know if it's going to continue up. What I want to do is what? After, that's why I put the alert level at or above this candle. If it continues up at angular support, you have resistance around $328. What's so freaking hard to understand about that? I don't know tomorrow or the next day what it's going to do. I'm showing you, I'm giving you a plan. I'm giving you something to look at. You know what I'm not telling you guys? Don't worry, sweetheart. The market's going to go back up. Don't worry, you just lost, 30% of your 401k. Don't worry that you can't hug your wife or your kids or your friends anymore. You can't go outside. Don't worry, you don't know if you should wear a mask or not wear a mask. Are you going to die? Are you not going to die? Are you going to infect your loved ones? Should you do this? Should you not do that? Don't worry about it, guys, right? Everything's going to be okay. That's the bullshit. You don't know what to believe anymore with what they're telling you, This is crazy shit. And meanwhile, when you're doing this is not so crazy. This is the stock market. It's it's the battle of the bulls and the bears. They leave candlesticks. Sometimes you get shitty, crazy candlesticks that make your highs spin like this. Maybe you don't trade these, right? Maybe you let other people duke it out, or you day trade them, right? Market may be continuing up. We'll have to see. And how do we look? Right here, someone asked about the SPY. My take on the SPY is this. Right over in here, when I zoom in, is this. It's a rising wedge. It's at critical resistance level. You have this crazy ass looking red, this hammer candle right in here. It's near support. It's hitting resistance. It's in a rising wedge. It doesn't look good, so hot, guys. It really doesn't. This is kind of a big bear flag. So you have a kind of a bear flag, a rising wedge within this bear flag at resistance. But, so it may pull back. Our hope might be, because you have this crossover here, we'd like to see that catch up sooner. Ideally, like to see it hold and break out and continue up. But guys, you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to coddle you and say, don't worry, little one, the market's going to go back up again. It may. I don't know. Are they going to print us out? Are they not going to print us out? Are we going to open the economy back? Are we not going to open it up? Is there stuff going to come out in the election year? Guys, do you think about this stuff? I was saying this stuff back in December where I had to talk in code. Fuck it. I'm not going to talk in code anymore. We're in an election year. Think common sense. It doesn't matter. Take your opinion out of it. Doesn't matter whether you like Trump, hate Trump, or you're indifferent to Trump. There were a lot of people that hate him, that want him out of office, that will do anything to take his one baby down, the stock market. Coincidentally, when the stock market's at all-time highs, the stock market dropped 30%. We have a country in a world that is shut down. I'm not saying... not going to be conspiratorial. Coincidentally, this all happened magically at some perfect friggin' timing. Love Trump or hate Trump. What we do know about Trump, there's a Netflix documentary on him. Whether you love or hate Trump, that Netflix documentary said that guy's an egomaniac and he will win at all costs. So, love or hate Trump, if you want your 401k back up there, you may actually really like Trump because egomaniac guy, he might do something to prop that shit back up. How does he do it? I don't know. There's articles that say he's controlling the Fed right now. Is that true? If it is, who owns the Fed? Who's getting the bill? Is he printing us out? Is he going to leave them with the bill? Think about it. Think about this stuff, guys. I've shut my mouth for too long. I probably won't roll this stream. I'm giving it to you guys now. I may take it down later. I'm tired of shutting my mouth. Trying to shut my mouth over and over. Shit's happening. Pay attention. A lot is going on. Whew. We'll see how many people quit after this. Oh, man. How do you like my take on SPY? That's it. It may go up. We'll see. It may fall. We're at a critical period of time, guys. A lot of stuff's going on. I can't be more honest. You know why? Because I'm on platforms that I can't be honest. I can't tell you guys what I feel and think and see and whatever. I can't. They'll shut me down. That's why I laugh, I joke, I'm giddy, I do whatever. You have to listen. I go on rants, I deflect, I do those things so you pay attention. Because there's things I can't say. You can't say things nowadays. Ascending triangle is bullish. Where do you see an ascending triangle? This is an ascending wedge right now. Dang, I only got through the swing trade watch list. I'm sorry, guys. I have to say this stuff to you guys. For whoever's listening, it's not even political. You know what I mean? Political, it's not even political. It's what I just said. Like I said, you don't know whether I like Trump, hate Trump, or whatever. I don't even care. I don't give a shit. I freaking like Trump. If you want to quit because I like Trump, I don't give a shit. Quit. I like Trump. Yes, I said it. I'm a Trump. I support Trump. I want the stock market to go up. I like Trump. You want to quit? Quit. I don't give a shit. Such bullshit, man. Such bullshit nowadays. All right, so there you have it. So for those of you guys that are listening, now you know the cat's out of the bag. I've been following this shit for 4 years now, guys. Lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is happening. And it's not just what you see. Pay attention. Open a church. I need to go to church. That's a problem, right? Oh, that's another freaking problem, right? Listen, I'm a church goer when they're open. And I actually think, listen, I've been doing a lot of sheltering in place. In fairness, so I'm Catholic, right? They've shut down the Catholic churches. I think that's the right thing to do for a period of time. If they're telling me I'm going to die going on breathing in people, again, not to go whatever, I think that's kind of a smart thing to do. I think I see it, I get it. But the bullshit of arresting people, whatever, in a drive-through kind of thing, like they're in a car, that's a bit crazy. I can go literally right now, I can go to my package store, to the Alcatel liquor store down the street, and I could walk in that place right now, buy liquor with other people next to me. But I can't go to a drive-through church. That's bullshit. If you guys saw on Twitter, there's a dude running on the beach, just doing a casual little jog. No one in sight. And you have a cop. You guys see that one on Twitter? There's a cop running after this guy. It's funny shit. You should watch this on Twitter. A cop is running after this guy on the beach. He's just doing a casual jog on the beach. A cop is sprinting, trying to take this guy down. He's going on a freaking jog, right? So he's going on a jog. This guy's trying to take him down. He went like Forrest Gump. That guy outran that cop hardcore. Cop couldn't catch up with him. That's the bullshit. It's all together, guys. You see, it's all the same thing. The same ones that want to take you down for jogging on a beach or worshiping in your car, but you can go buy liquor. Or I can go to the grocery store. We need the food. Grocery store. That's all effed up right now. You're around people all the time. They're touching all the dirty food and all the stuff and everything like that. I'm going to get corona in a grocery store much quicker than I'm going to get sitting in my car listening to a speaker, a loudspeaker, or a jog when nobody in sight. Oh, don't worry, though. We'll manage your 401k. It'll go back up after you lose 30% of your retirement. Don't worry, little one. It's going to be okay. Bunch of car salesmen. That's what these people are. They're a bunch of car salesmen. No offense if you're a car salesman. If you're a good car salesman, that's great. There's a problem under the hood of that car. There's a problem under the hood of the Spy. It's a major problem. Love Trump or hate Trump, he didn't cause the problem. Where was the problem? Here's the freaking problem. What I've shut my mouth about the entire time was back here. You want to know the problem? The problem wasn't Trump. The problem was back here in 2000 after the market crashed. They propped this shit up now for over 12 years. If you love your 401k, that's great. The foundation is sand. It's bullshit. It's QE. It's quantitative easing. It's fake money. It's being propped up. It's all a foundation of sand. Trump was not back in office back in 2008. Not being political. Market needed to go back up. Everybody's 401ks got back up. Trump put a lot of concrete down, but he's putting concrete on a foundation of sand. Think about it, guys. I've been telling you these analogies for months. I just haven't really said it. If the foundation is sand and you put concrete on sand, the foundation is still sand. What is Trump's motive? I don't know. I've heard lots of rumors, lots of conspiracies, lots of things. I don't know what he's going to do. My just logical brain says, if I was to ever do anything to the stock market in the system, I sure as hell wouldn't do it my first term. I would wait till my second term, right? And if you did something to the system and people know it, God forbid, the system does. Think about it. The system, guys, the system. I've been trying to tell you guys for months. I've been trying over and over back here. Trying to get people to just pay attention. Today was my breaking point. Seeing this bullshit with TD Ameritrade was just my breaking point. Tired of it. Tired of this. And then you can't say it. You can't speak truth anymore. You can't say the truth about anything in this world. It's such a shame. Thank you very much, Andre. I appreciate it. I'm not saying he's the greatest guy. I'm not saying his attitude's great. I'm saying this is all bullshit. All of this is bullshit. You know what this is right here? This is not Democrat bullshit. This is not Republican bullshit. It's both. It's all of it. It's not one-sided. It is a bunch of bullshit. This is a great run. You can make great money. That's why we're trying to teach you this stuff. There's a lot of money you can make up and way down. You want to trade? This is fantastic to trade. This is great to trade on the way down. This is great to trade on the way up. My heart is, and where I get brokenhearted and hurt with people, is not with trading this. My hurt is I know that there's people listening right now that are utterly destroyed because of that candle down here. And they're being told, don't worry. I know people. I have people that are close to me that are financial advisors. They almost disowned me for telling them this back in December. And it sucks. It's a very conflicting place because there was my pride was like, F you, you didn't listen to me. I tried telling you, loved ones, protect your shit back here a couple months ago, but you thought I was crazy. I tried telling you this. Now I'm kind of happy you lost money. Now I'm like, but I feel bad. I'm trying to be a good Christian. And that's not good to feel people's pain. So now I want the market to go back up again, you know? With TOS today, I don't know. They just had a glitch or whatever. I don't know what they have today. And that's the thing, guys. I would leave and I would go to somebody else. I'm more of a longer term swing trader or short term swing trader, larger cap stocks. You know what I mean? It's so what am I going to do? You know what I mean? I love TD's platform. I love the charts. I love it all. It's simple to buy and sell shit. It's like Comcast, right? Comcast will drive you absolutely batshit crazy as a company, and they suck with customer service. But you know what's great about Comcast? They will always fix your problem. It may take you 10 reps to go through 10 reps, but they will eventually fix your problem. So then, what am I going to do? Am I going to go to E-Trade, Fidelity? It's the same bullshit over there. You go to a high-speed broker, then the other problem is, and you have other stuff. There's other things you go to another, interactive brokers. No offense. Their charts suck. I hate the charts with interactive brokers, but it allows me to do other stuff, right? Then you go to another platform that maybe they have better or whatever. It's the same thing, you know what I mean? So that's where with TD, I got pissed off at him today, but there's problems with all brokers, It just TD or TOS worked really good before Schwab. They just are screwing it up, man. Big time. Oh, joining late. Oh boy. I mean, for TD is good for bigger one. Now, if you're trying to trade low float stocks and lots of shares, no, definitely not TD. Schwab. That's where ever since Schwab took over, I think TD Ameritrade, it's just their platform just sucks. It does. I'm sorry. I want to be fair. It doesn't suck, but it's more glitchy. It's like once or twice a week now. Whereas before you would have it like maybe once a month. It felt like with TD. Now it's like once a week, and that's where it's just super frustrating. Let me try to finish this watch list. I may, guys. I don't even know. I'm going to have to... Dan is my filter, so I'm going to check with Dan after this and ask if I can keep this stream up. If I delete the streams later, it's just probably because it's probably not appropriate to keep up. So I'll probably... I don't know. I'll probably delete the streams. I don't even know. Not because I give a shit, not because I care if somebody watched it quit. I don't want to get some hand slapped. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to get a hand slapped on the platform because I called out TD Ameritrade in the system for being a bunch of bullshit. There's ways to learn around it, guys. You got to learn the system. Learn this stuff. How do you learn the system? You learn patterns. Hey, what is that? Is that a hammer? Right there. Hey, all right, that might be interesting. Possible double bottom. So it'll be our little secret, guys. If I delete the stream, some of you guys will know some very important stuff. You'll know how I feel about some certain things. Spread the word, guys. All I got to ask is spread the word. Not about bullish bears, but like the stuff I may have just said that some of you may know or some of you may not know. You got to educate people. And unfortunately nowadays you got to be careful on how you do it. That might be a nice flag on the hourly. But so when you see, after I have my meltdown today, as I make videos moving forward, you'll hear me more discreetly hinting at things. But this stuff's really important to know. Hey, there we go. BKCC. Have zero experience in the market. Any advice for a beginner? Yes, never trade with real money unless you've practiced paper trading several hundred trades over the course of a few months and you've managed your risk and you have a 65% or more win ratio. If you need help, great news is, as the troll trolled me today on Twitter saying I don't know what the hell we're doing or we're some scam trading company and whatever bullshit you want to say, we have on our website, bullishbears.com, free courses. Such a scam we are, we're going to give you free courses. All we ask in return, put your email in. Maybe we're a scam for asking for your email. Yes, will we want you to join our paid service? Of course. Why? Because we're a business. Just like everybody on the planet that has a link on every social media asks for you to buy something. It's common sense. I'm not talking to you, Eli. I'm venting again. My other rant. The bullshit of like, oh, if you're a real company or a real trader, you don't need to charge. We're a business. Everybody that has a link in their bio is selling something on the planet. That's what Google, that's what Twitter, that's what YouTube, that's what Instagram. Everybody's selling something. We live in a world where everybody sells something. We're all selling something, right? It's fucking people. Another part of the bullshit game. Well, if you're this next week, we're a business. Guess what? We have people. We have Rose, Angel, Signet, or I always call him Signet. It's Mike, but Signet, Creed. 4 people that me, Tim, and Dan, we're the owners. They are not owners. They're people that we pay that are awesome. They've come from our community from the very beginning. We're not some like gigantic company. We're sitting here trying to help people, right? So we're paying them. They're on payroll, whatever. Like, you just magically print money out of thin air. You pay people. It's called a freaking business. You know? These people are just so fucking... They're just so... Our world, man. We're a business, not a charity. Exactly. I mean, what do you want? After paper trading, is there a time or month you should start to trade? Yeah, that's the magical question, right? It takes several months. Everybody's learning curve is different. That's why you got to track your trades, treat your paper trading account exactly 100% the way you would a real account, and then scale your way up with real money with small positions. So meaning if you were going to trade 1,000 share blocks, treat your paper trading account, only trade with 1,000 share blocks, only. And then when you start killing it paper trading, then when you go to real money, start with 100 shares. Start killing it with 100 shares. Then go to 250, let's say. Then go to 500. Then go to 1,000. I mean, that's the best advice. That's, you know, I mean, you got to treat your paper trading account like you would a real account. Slowly scale your way up with real money. And then when you have the ratios, then you move up to the right, if that makes sense. You sold your mutual fund in cash now. Yeah, I mean, so guys, so you can do that. Did you guys know this? This is just a little secret. Mutual funds have a whole bunch of, to be honest, you guys, I don't even know. There's so many things that I don't know mutual funds, but I know they're just classes, right? There's risky, there's intermediate, there's safe, and what goes behind them? I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know what's in mutual funds. But guess what you could do, guys? If you learn stock charts, you could freaking buy and sell ETFs. Or you could do whatever you want. You could put any stocks, right? You could buy Apple, Netflix, Google, penny stocks, whatever you want. Careful with penny stocks. But you could buy and sell freaking SPY. Can't short SPY in an IRA. But you know what you can do? You can do SPXU if you wanted to. You know, so if you wanted to just trade bull flags, you can see the SPXU is just the inverse of the SPY. So if you wanted to day trade and only trade like bullish patterns, you know, the SPXU is the inverse of the SPY. Right? You see, it's just the inverse of it. So, you know, if you wanted to trade only bull flags, find the bull flag and trade it and slowly grow your IRA. Trading SPY or SPXU or other ETFs. Why do they not explain this stuff to you guys? Because it's part of the system. They don't want you to know stock charts because they want you taking their money. And how do you think they factor in when you're 21 or 21 years old or 25 entering the workforce and say, hey, how much money do you want when you retire? Well, I want $1 million, sir. Okay, let's factor in our algorithms, 3 recessions that we create on purpose. What? They would never do that. Let's factor in 2 or 3 wars that we create. Okay, no, they would never do stuff like that, right? It's kind of weird how it always happens every 7 to 10 years. And then factor in, okay, cool, there's your $1 million at retirement, sir. Oh, shoot, what if I avoided those wars and those recessions because I didn't have my all my money in risky funds at tops? Could I have $1.5 million or $2 million? Oh, sir, there's no way to really predict that. Learn the shit yourself and you can. I'm preaching it to you guys. Preaching it. Today was my day. I'm blaming it on Corona. This is Corona today. Corona's fault. Man, that feels good. Let the bullshit out. All right. All right. Hold on. Someone has something to say here. Hold on a second. I am tired of all the millionaires and the billionaires. Right on, Bernie. Even though I'm a Trump fan, Bernie, you're right on the phone. But wait a second. Bernie, aren't you a millionaire? I am tired of all the billionaires. That's what I thought. All right. So, all right, let's finish this watch list. Watch for potential continuation on the daily with resistance at 50 SMA. Around 273. You've been blaming things on Corona for years. Corona beer? Let's see. You don't see any new entries in your chat, but it seems like you might have to log back out and log back in, Thinzel. Let's see here. This might be doing a... This is kind of an inverse head and shoulders-ish on the daily. Might be doing a cup pattern if the cup can hold right here. This may be looking to break out. $0.46. There's a base of a gap right around 90, right below $1. All right, watch if price can get a pump over $1 or over 50 cents with and continue up to base of gap on daily just below $1. ASRT right there, kind of a double bottom. Some resistance right around that 50 SMA. Hammer on daily. Watch if price can break out with resistance at 50 SMA on daily, just below $1. BTU 382. Might be set up with a flag right there. That might be trying to break out. 393. Possible bull flag on 1 hour watch. If price can break above $4. right above, right around that $4 range. BXCC, kind of a double bottom, inverse head and shoulders-ish. Want to see if it can clear 268. Some resistance up in here. Kind of an inverse head and shoulders-ish. Let's look at the daily. Got to deal with that wick. I don't like that wick, but if we can get above that 268 up to $3. Let's see here. Watch if price can continue up on the daily with resistance around $3. All right, I think I did these right. Let's just double check. All right. So now that I got my wits, I got my anger out. It's still there, but guys, like I said, I don't know if I'm keeping this video up or down. I'll have to decide. I have to just be careful, but I really want you to take this stuff in because for those that are sticking around and watching and listening, this stuff is very important, right? The stock market, like I've been trying to tell you guys, it's not the games, the playtime. This stuff's not games. This is a real skill set that you can learn. This is a career. It's a profession. It's not gambling. It's not hocus pocus. It is if you don't know what the hell you're doing, for sure. But do you think think about it. Do you think Warren Buffett is gambling? Is Warren Buffett just lucky? Right? Now, again, he's got a lot more money to play with, obviously. But do you think Warren Buffett's like, geez, let me buy Apple. Let me just buy it at some random place. And now, let me buy $50 million of Apple right now. Hey, let me log into my TD Ameritrade, whatever platform, and let me just randomly buy it at a random spot. Yeah. Do you think come on, guys, right? Do you think Warren Buffett, let's go to Apple. Let's pretend like I'm Warren Buffett. AAPL, sorry. Right? Do you think Warren Buffett's like, hey, let me take my $50 million right now and let me go buy Apple way out here? Come on. Guys, do you really believe? Come on. Does that make any sense to you? Let me go into my bag of wealth and, because I like Apple, I believe in it long term. So let me buy and put a bunch of my millions way at the very top of the market with Apple. Warren Buffett he's not stupid enough to do that. He's smart. So maybe say he got lucky. Can you be lucky for decades just randomly buying stocks wherever the hell this fundamental analysis is fantastic, guys. But you have to put it in conjunction with technicals because you want to what? Buy low and sell high. That's the fundamentals of the stock market. That was this troll today. I was literally saying, dude, are you like trolling me, man? I said, you still need to know stock trades. So great, you believe Wix is going up. You still need to know where to buy Wix and sell Wix. Well, it's going to go to $400. Well, then you're an idiot if you're going to buy in random places and hope and pray the stupid thing goes up to $400. What if it never does? What if it trades sideways forever? You buy low, you sell high, right? You got to learn the charts. So if Warren Buffett wouldn't put his life savings up here, why would you have your life savings in your 401k super risky up here? You wouldn't. Maybe Warren Buffett at that time would have said, hey, you know what I'm going to do right now, going to the election year and stuff like that? I think what I might do right now is, because everything's kind of crazy, I want to see the market choose a direction. And I want to see something when it goes low, right? So maybe I'll wait for Apple to do maybe something like this. Warren Buffett would more than likely, I'm not saying he would buy here. I'm saying he's probably going to look and see something. Because what do you guys see here? Well, I mean, what the? This is actually a good sign, guys. This might be a good sign. It's not the month. We're only halfway through the month. But, guys, this might be a bull flag. Might be a flag. Whoa, could you imagine if price breaks out of that wedge? That'd be pretty amazing. Let's look at the SPY. SPY is below, but, you know. Might be creeping. We'll see. This might be do what? Guys, this is a piercing pattern right now. What are you talking about? What's that mean? Have you guys been watching my videos, right? Let me move this. Oops, I lost where that. These stupid icons, I gotta fix that. Hold on a second, let me move that because that'll drive me crazy. I downloaded it today, but all right. Right now it's piercing into it. So it might be doing a reversal. Potentially. We got to watch. That's a monthly chart. We go to a weekly chart. It's right at resistance. You'd like to see it get above the 9 EMA and continue up. It's got resistance, right? But my whole point being in all this stuff, guys, is let's just go back. Let's just take a summary of what I've been teaching you guys real quick the past couple days on reversals. This right here. Remember I was telling you guys the reversals if you've been watching? You go right over here. Shooting star pattern. Remember I was showing you guys? Evening star. Price goes up. Star pattern turned into what? Evening star. Green candle. Star pattern. Evening star. What a coincidence, right? Wow. What a bunch of hocus pocus. You could have never predicted that. Or, let's say you didn't look at a monthly candle. What do you got up here? 2 candlestick pattern. What is this? Green bullish candlestick with a red one inside. If you guys watched my video yesterday, I guys taught you on how to trade haramis and engulfing. What is that one? That is a bullish candlestick up with a bearish one inside of it on a weekly chart. What is that? A bearish harami. Well, look at that. Bunch of hocus pocus. I just showed you what you could have looked at in the daily, on a weekly and a monthly chart. But surely you couldn't have seen anything on the daily, right? All right, let's go to the daily chart. What do you have up over in here? We have a bunch of these spinning tops and consolidation candles. And, you know, this is a warning when stock market's at all-time highs. This right here. If you didn't, you know, go safer up here, when you started to see the curling over of the moving average lines and price started to curl down below with an evening star pattern right here, you had an evening star. I just showed you the 3 time frames: daily, weekly, monthly. Warning, warning, warning. Or you could have just also had the same thing. As you can see, price, the trend is your friend. Right here, it's breaking the trend. That was a huge warning sign. But you could have also done it up in here as well. It started to break over in here. The trend is your friend. Oh, the trend is starting to potentially break. It's starting to roll over. There you go. Which patterns do you mostly trade? I really like bull flags, bear flags, and reversals that are like smaller candlestick, like this. This is perfect. This would be one of my favorite short reversals on any time frame. This is a monthly. Picture that as a daily, weekly, whatever you're trading. That shooting candle is that's like my favorite after a bear flag. Bear flag and that for a reversal all day long. Right here. Short as price falls below here. Candlestick close above as your stop. Short it down. Small little risk. Star pattern. Shooting star. Bam. can I describe my indicators? Yeah, I'll just give you a look right here. This has the 9 and 20 EMAs, 50 and 200 SMA. VWAP, simple moving, or you actually don't even need the 5 simple moving average. I have it on there. I just keep it as a gauge, and then previous close. Yeah, a bunch of evenings on Friday's close. How can videos from yesterday's go over to our YouTube right over here. Just type in bullish bears. Right back here. Oops. Flags with EMAs, and then Harami, stars, reversals, trend lines. Those are all part of the series I basically did these on. So going back to this, guys, again, a couple things to think about. I'll say it over and over again. If you have anything to do, the number one challenge I'd ask for you to do for yourself, if you have a 401k or an IRA, take a screenshot of this. However you find a stock chart that you like, take that chart and ask whoever manages your money to explain it to you. If they can't explain it to you, I've already given you guys, there's so many more videos. Like I said, I could give you the exact videos. I did a whole bunch. Just let me know or shoot us a message or whatever. I'll give you the exact examples explaining this stuff back in December that we did. If they can't explain this chart for you, find a new advisor that can. That's the greatest advice I could ever give you when it comes to your 401k or your IRA. Find an advisor that can read a stock chart. If they can't and they give you some bullshit, whatever, it's a bunch of bullshit, because I'm telling you right now, right here, that's a stock chart. I just explained some of the basics for you. That's number one. Number two, study your ass off if you're brand new and learn this stuff. And don't, for the love of God, trade with money, real money, until you know what the hell you're doing. Just don't be a gambler. That's gambling. That's why trading gets a bad names many a times, because people they're addicts. And they come in and they're freaking gamblers, and let me follow some guru and listen to it. The reason why the guru can make money is because they pump their shit many times. You want to buy penny stocks? A lot of these things, chat rooms, simple freaking concepts. Think about this, guys. A lot of people ask, why do we don't in our chat room, we don't pump penny stocks. Do you know how easy it is? We don't have a huge trade room. We have a moderate size one. We're a decent sized company. We have enough that we could pump. We can pump a good 10, 15 cents. Might not pump it up 50 cents or a buck, but we could pump it up. So I could easily, whatever. Let's go to whatever, this bullshit, APHA, whatever, right? So we could go like this and be like, I could have my other screen up right now, and we find a good example. I don't even know. Just like whatever. This is what a bunch of crap here. Let's say. A good example. I want to give you guys a good example. I don't even know. Here we go. This might be a good example. Here's a good example. This is the game. Pay attention. This is how it all works. Frick, where was that candle? I just saw it. Any of these, really? Here's a perfect prototypical. This is perfect. Dang it, I just lost it. Where'd it go? Here it is, right here. So, here's the entire game, how the penny stock world works. It's not illegal. People do this. We could do it. Anybody can do it. Anybody has a chat room service that's doing penny stocks can do this. Oh, I see this. this is probably not the best example, but here's the perfect example. The guru, by the time, here's a 1 minute candlestick right here. So if I'm the guru, and let's say I got in on my hotkeys, this is a perfect example. As I was looking at whatever, level 2, time and sales, whatever, I see price start to break out of that flag, right? Got my entry around 647. And look, I just scalped my 10 cents, right? Kind of moves up, tweezer tops right in here. So, what happens is I just banged on my hotkeys, and within a minute, I scalped my 10 cents, right? And guess what happens? Somebody that might be in my trade room might buy my shares because I just said, hey, I'm long APTO. I just banged my hotkeys. You didn't see my screen, right? Because I didn't give you a heads up. I said I'm long APTO. Now you're like, oh shit, oh, APTO, let me type in the symbol. Okay, let me go. Let me place my limit order, my hotkey. What do I do? Real money's on the line. Okay, I'm in. And then the moment you're in, I'm like, all right, I'm out. APTO. You're like, shit, what do you mean you're out? You just got in. Yeah, I just sold at the top of the flagpole. Meanwhile, you might be the sucker. You might just buy the shares from me. Now you bought APTO at whatever, 657. Now it's back down. I just made 10 cents. You lost 10 cents. Why? Because you're following me. That's penny stocks. You can make great money on it, but that's why we teach you the skill set. We don't pump the shit to you guys. We don't pump the stocks and dump them on you. You know how many people are doing that? It's not wrong. It's not illegal. It's not wrong. That's the system. And I'm going to tell you, don't follow me. And meanwhile, you're going to follow me. If I have a $100, $200, $300,000 brokerage account and I buy 5 or 10,000 shares of this, I scalp 10 cents. If I bought 10,000 shares of it, what is that, $1,000? My math is so bad right now. So great, I just made my $1,000 on the day. You just lost. I just pumped it and dumped it to you. TSP can't explain it. What's that mean? Who's TSP? Wait, TSP? Why do I not know? Is my brain fried right now? TSP can't explain it? Why is my brain not getting that? TSP. Why am I not? We put the alert levels on there. Again, we're all looking at different watch lists, so not everybody. We do the like the alerts I just showed you here. We're showing you what to look for so you can place the trade yourself. Some people like penny stocks. Some people, like me personally, I don't trade penny stocks, So you won't hear me really talking about penny stock lists because I don't trade the penny stocks. But a lot of people like our watch lists, and that's why we put the alerts over here. If that makes sense. Thrift savings plan. That makes sense. Who's streaming on YouTube? Oh, I'm not streaming. I'm recording for YouTube. But then we have to our large caps, same thing. So we give you the alert levels there. So this is for our trade alert setups, but we also have real-time alerts. These are more TIM options, because you'll see the ones that we do for our watch list, they kind of move a little bit quicker. They're not as many longer-term trades. That's why we have on our real-time alerts. These are more safer ones. You'll see SIG and Tim and sometimes Dan calling them out over here because we want to give you time to get in and out. So these are more longer terms, or sometimes they're shorter, but like they're a little bit more maybe less volatile, I guess you'd say. And then here's where our alert setups are. These are more of our penny stocks, swing trade watch list. The swing trade ones typically move a little bit quicker, so that's why you determine your own entries and exits. And then also, again, the traders in a room, we have, diverse. Everybody's a diverse kind of trader, if that makes sense. So, yeah, so guys, again, ask your financial advisor, can they read the SPY? So here's your homework. Homework number 1, tell your advisor, ask your advisor, can you explain this chart? If they can't, find a new one. Number 2, if you're brand new, go to our website, take our free courses. Don't trade with real money until you know what you're doing. If you want to learn and shadow and learn things as we go, then, you know, you can subscribe. We're very economically priced. We are a business. Yes, we charge money, but we're very, if you look at trading companies, we're very reasonably priced compared to the ones that are out there. And then you can come into our trade rooms and learn and see the stuff real time. And then the next thing I would say is, guys, is do some research. Research how this stuff works. I mean, they're stock charts, right? So you don't even necessarily need to know, but it's good to know. The Federal Reserve, how does it work? I've hinted for several months now. Research that stuff. It's very important. You can say, why won't you just give me the answer? Because I can't. I can't give you the answer. Why can't you give me the answer? I've already hinted several times. There's things you can't say. But if you do your research, you can learn. When you know those answers, then things that are happening right now, this second in our world with Trump, again, whether you love Trump or hate Trump, I will guarantee you there's probably people listening right now that hate Trump, that have a 401k and that want their 401k to be higher. Quite the dilemma, right? Right? You hate a guy, you want him out of office, but you want your 401k to go back up. That's a very dilemma. That's a weird dilemma to be in, right? I guarantee you there's a lot of people that are like that. But remember, whether you love Trump or hate Trump, the problem didn't happen when Trump got in the office. The problem's back here. This is a big problem. This is a very big problem. Now, who gets the blame for it, right? When the market drops like this, you know, can they put the blame on Trump? I mean, bottom line, I think people are not stupid enough. People believe the stock market right now fell due to Corona. Maybe it did, you know what I mean? So they're not believing it's his fault. Now, what he does and his response to Corona, that's a whole other story, right? Whatever people believe. But the problem is QE started back down in here, guys. Now it's happening again. But supposedly, they say Trump is now controlling the Fed or the Treasury or whatever. And you can say that's terrible. That's terrible. He's going to print our way out. Well, maybe he will, maybe he won't. My just questioning logically was just kind of just a logical question, and I don't know the answer to this. Can Trump print us out of this mess down here, bring us back to all-time highs again, and foot the bill of all the stimulus and all of the crap and or whatever, all that fake injection? Could he fit the bill to somebody else? So we go and go, great, foot the bill to somebody else, and then change how all this works. Can you change how all this works by changing it? Is that possible? Can you change this system? If you can change the system and foot the bill to somebody else and bring it back up, that's the questions I have. In fairness, I don't have the answer to that question. I don't know it, but I think it's a very logical thing to ask, right? So pay attention, look at that stuff, because we're going to start to find out. We're going to find out people that love Trump. You're going to find out really what he's made of over the next few months in the year. Is he going to do what he said he's going to do and change things? Is he going to blah, blah, blah? You know, what does blah, blah, blah mean? Drain something? What does that look like? If he does, what would that look like? Is the swamp this stuff? Is it over these people over here? I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. If he does, then we may see a change with this. But when does it, you know what I mean? There's a lot behind this system. And I've been trying to warn and, tell people this, So this is where, if you want it to go back up here again, we got to watch and see what happens. But research this stuff, because this is your entire... Don't think we're out of the woods by any means, guys. Your financial advisor says, don't worry, it's going to go back up here again. Sure, but guess what it could easily do? It could easily go down to here. We don't even have a country that's open. Think logically, right? We don't have an open country. What is this line? This is the line I showed everybody back in December. This line right here goes right back to, ta-da, almost 2008 levels. We can easily fall down here if something drastic doesn't happen. Easily. Price could reject right off of over here. Right off of on a monthly right here. Could reject and smack back down. If you go to a weekly, what does that look like on a weekly? Guys, what is this pattern? I mean, I've been teaching you the patterns. I just showed it to you the other day. Bear flag, rising wedge. If we fail this right here, bye-bye. If it fails this, it could drop. It could easily drop back there. Drop down further. We don't have an open country. But Trump could also say, F you, let's print our way out of this. And everybody, oh, don't do it. He could print us out. What I don't know. They keep saying they're going to keep buying stuff. So if you're like, oh, it's never going to happen, it's terrible for the market, he might say, screw you, all you guys that hate me. I'm going to print this shit way out. And I'm going to jack this thing right back up here. And you're going to think this guy's a crazy wild man, whatever. And meanwhile, people that hate Trump, I'll guarantee you, people that hate Trump, that have 401ks, if he prints this up and brings it back here again, I'll guarantee you there'll be a lot of people that'll vote for him. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to watch the charts. That's my rant. Over and out. I'm done. Later, guys.